Hi everyone, welcome to Jesus TV. Thank you all for always coming around for viewing my channel, my return subscribers. You all are amazing. God bless you all. For if this is your first time of viewing my channel, you're welcome. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes, my beautiful people. This is all popping up and popping up and popping up. It is still about Queen Naomi and our Ooni of Ife. The issue of Naomi and the mother, the siblings packing their loads to the palace, and people think that it was not a wise decision for the mother and the siblings, some of her siblings, to pack their loads to the palace. And another gist is that Queen Naomi, as a Christian, shouldn't have married someone like Ooni of Ife, who is traditionally rooted. And another gist is that that Queen Naomi already knew what she was entering into, and why did she agree to marry the king, knowing fully well that the king has other wives in the palace. And yes, so, but first of all, let's analyze this issue of Queen Naomi's mother and her siblings packing to the palace with her. The palace is a very big place to start with. If her mother decides to join her in the palace, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We can't really say that the mother was actually staying in the palace for a long time, or she doesn't go to her house, she stayed with Queen Naomi. But we know that every mother will love to follow their daughter to wherever they are going to, especially if that child is their favorite child. And to me, I don't think Queen Naomi's mom actually did something wrong to go with her daughter. Yes, if I have younger ones and if I'm married, my younger ones will still follow me to wherever I'm going to, maybe my husband's house, if my husband permits it, if there is, by God's grace, enough money for my husband or for us to feed extra mouth, apart from I and my children and my husband. So people saying that the mother packing to the palace is bad and this and that, and I don't see how that was supposed to be an issue, because the palace is a very big place from what we are seeing, and anybody they can easily have their own parts, their own quarters. They can even stay in the palace without them seeing the king, because it's a very big place. So I don't think Queen Naomi's mom or her siblings staying beside her was wrong. No. And being a queen, and knowing that there are people in the palace, other wives in the palace, because I'm certain she knows that the king has other wives, and the king must have told her. There is a mutual agreement between these two people. Apart from the fact that you people think that Queen Naomi made a mistake, she didn't make a mistake. It was love at first sight. This is someone that actually loves the king. Age was never a barrier. The problem was that she actually loved the king more than the king loved her. Do you understand? So, and her love was not enough to carry the marriage. But you can't say that she was used as a pet, or she went there because of money. You can't say that. It is true that money facilitates. How do I used to put this? It is true that money enhances marriage. Yes, money is one beautiful part of marriage. When a man is equal to his tax and make sure his family is okay, you will see that respect comes from women naturally. But another thing is that she couldn't bear it. That we know. She couldn't bear the aspect. She bears it after all. What are we even saying? You people have forgotten the leaked video. It was after the leaked audio video about the king talking about his wife to somebody else that Queen Naomi broke up with the king, broke the news on the internet that she was no longer interested. So you people should try to be balancing these things. We talk as if Queen Naomi wasn't matured enough, or she doesn't know what she was doing. This is someone who has stayed in a marriage for 3 years. If she was able to stay in a marriage for 3 years, which means she was ready to still go far, of which we don't know because their marital issues are off social media. She could still be married to the king and none of you will be aware of it. Because why? They choose to leave their marriage out of social media. This thing I keep telling you, this is husband and wife's issue. So, and besides, a child is involved in it. And every promises that God made to the king through Queen Naomi, God fulfilled them. So just like I said, you cannot only take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. The king, Ojaja too, is a traditionally rooted man. There is an agreement. Besides, let me take for instance, Bola Tinubu said his wife is a Christian. Sometimes his wife uses the Bible to keep on the Quran. And from what he saw, there is no fight between the Bible and the Quran. Individual differences. Queen Naomi can stay in the palace and perform and pray and do whatever her things that she knows how to do best. The king saw her like that and accepted her the way she was. And she saw him like that and accepted him the way he is or he was. So I don't think that should be an issue. That wasn't an issue, actually. The issue is that Queen Naomi lost trust where the king is. Immediately that audio was released. That is the analysis. So saying that Queen Naomi was not matured enough, a woman of 20 years old, who is filled with the spirit-led, and who is also intelligent, who has never given her parents any reason to doubt her, you cannot say she was immature, just that she loved too much. And I think when you get such women that love you with their whole heart, you cherish them and you nurture them. Do you understand? The king should have balanced it. He has other queens. Queen Ashley is there. We know that Queen Ashley was actually, she's actually ready for this marriage. Yes. She loves the king too. So she has actually accepted him with all his baggages, and he accepted her with all her baggages because she too, she has a child outside wedlock. Do you understand? So Queen Naomi's mom being with her daughter in the palace, knowing the kind of place the palace is, where there is always function, where people come in and go out, was never an issue. Could not have been an issue. This is somewhere she doesn't know anybody. Ile-Ife. Moving from Akure to Ile-Ife. Do you understand? She needs her people around her. Most newly married people always wish that their people are living close to them. And when your parents or your people live close to you, see, you go to your people's house every day. Like it's as if you're still living with them in the same. I have people like that in the same city. So Queen Naomi was not immature to marry the king, to have married the king. It was just that her love was just too much, more than the way the king loved her. Do you understand? So that's actually what I feel. At 20 years, people marry at 15, 16, 14. Thank God for civilization. So at 20 years, who has a ministry, speak to the crowd, preach to the crowd, talk about God. She talks to people for a living. So you won't tell me that she was immature. Just that she couldn't take it anymore. Every marriages come with their own crisis, whether now or after. It is just someone who has decided that, okay, I want to die inside it. Which God forbids, nobody will die inside marriage. So I think she already has it here. She looked at herself, I'm still beautiful. I have God. My family are there for me. What am I still doing here? Do you understand? So if she decides she doesn't want to go back to the palace anymore, it is her decision. She went, she saw, and she conquered. How do they put it in Yoruba? It is finished. That is it. So blaming her family sometimes gets annoying because if you're doing well, your family will always be there to celebrate you. Do you understand? She's a queen. A palace is a big place. Her family, if they are passing, they will come in. So if you're married to a king and then your king decides to give your body of your brother contract, or you're married to a big man, you tell them no. That's no, because I'm married to you, I don't want to, I don't give my brother contract. What are you saying? I've seen people that are married to old men and they are living. In fact, I have like friends that are married to old men and they are living happily because the love is there. They went there with their whole heart, and these men respect them. Do you understand? Until trust is broken in any marriage, if trust, you see that trust, apart from the fact that if you're doing anything you're doing to a woman, once she starts or she stops trusting you, or she hears her name outside with dirty talks, forget it. She might or might not stay. That is it. So Queen Naomi's family packing to the palace was never an issue. I mean, come off it. Her sister, this is her younger sister. Normally, if she gives birth, her younger sister is, most people, in most scenarios, in most families, their younger siblings are the ones that comes to help them take care of their children, take care of their child, live with them in their husband's house until they find their feet, until they go back to school, until they leave, or they are going to somewhere else, or they are starting their future. In most cases. So I don't think Queen Naomi's case is different. And she has never said she had any issues with Olori Ashley. Of course, she also acknowledged that Olori Ashley has been there before. I'm certain the king must have told her all the things. This is it, this is that, before she entered into that palace. So yes, she has accepted because she's the only one that they recognizes as the queen, Yeyeluwa. Come off it. I've learned not to judge people. Because if you find yourself in such position, if such opportunity presents itself to you, think about it. What will I do? You know, it is easy to point fingers at people. It is easy to give people advice. But you see, this advice, to keep it, when it comes to you, it is very, very difficult. So please, let us applaud Queen Naomi for carrying herself so well. And let us encourage her. And I know that the mother will still talk to her. At her own time, when she feels she's okay, she will come back to the palace. But that doesn't mean that the king is not taking care of his responsibilities, his child, and his wife. Yes. Somebody said, if she's back to the palace, why is she not back to the palace? You forgot that she has a ministry in Akure. She stays in Akure. The king bought a house for her in Akure. What are you saying? She just said, I don't want to perform the queenly duties anymore. This is a woman who is in love. She will come around. So please, when we're trying to judge people, let's not be too narrow. Let's not be one-sided. Let's applaud her. Because if such situations present themselves to us, we don't know what we would have done. She tried. So my beautiful people, I don't think with Naomi's family being with her in the palace was ever an issue. If the king never saw an issue with it, I don't think we should just say it is an issue. It was never an issue. So my beautiful people, thank you all so much for always coming around, for viewing my channel, for your love, massive comments. Your comments are so exciting. Like, I appreciate everybody bringing in their own idea, what they know, what they think. I mean, it's an interactive channel. We get to say it. But what I'm saying is that let us applaud these women. All the Oloris, all the Ayabas in that palace, they are trying. It is not easy to share your man with another person. It is not. So my beautiful people, if you've not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe to my channel for more baby, for more gist. Oh, the gist is getting hotter every day. Like, this drama is not ending anytime soon. But until the king comes out to debunk or to say that he's no longer married to Queen Naomi, please, you should stop saying that they are no longer together. Thank you all so much. Have a nice day.